Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and a warm welcome. As promised, this time of the week we're always speaking about legend travel and tours, and speaking about great destinations, as well as giving you some travel and tips to various countries, because different strokes for different folks, isn't it, listeners? So I think this is, where we find out where it is we'd love to go, or who we want to be with, and how do we want to explore, but best yet with legend tours, as they have the know-how as well. We have in studio with me, we have Nazim Muhammad.
Mr. Mohammed Nizam Jeetoo.
Yes, but we also have yourself here, Muhammad Dean here, but now we have you on Instagram with me. Alhamdulillah, Muhammad. Happy to have you with us. And I see we have, yes, indeed, Mr. Muhammad Nizam Jeetoo in studio with us. And just to tell you that he is the CEO of the Southgate Group of Companies, the President of Tourism Promotions Association, as well as a board member of the Ministry of Tourism Promotions Authority as well. So warm welcome to the studios of the Voice of the Cape.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're so welcome. Muhammad, what is happening this week around? Because there's always excitement when you bring special guests in studio.
Yes, I'm so excited to have Mr. Mohammed Nizam here this morning. Welcome once again to Cape Town. I attended a very, very exciting meeting together with Mr. Nizam and his team yesterday, where we discussed last week I was telling the listeners about Muslim-friendly travel.
Okay.
So Alhamdulillah, Mr. Nizam and his team has come all the way from Mauritius to join us and to tell us a little bit about what this concept is in Mauritius itself. When we talk about Mauritius, we talk about beach and sun and sand and relaxation. So Mr. Nizam is here to tell us how we can do it in a manner that is conducive for our Muslim travelers as well.
Indeed, inshallah. So we're going to give over to Mr. Mohammed Nizam just to give us an overview of what happens in Mauritius. So we always know that, when Muhammad comes in, he knows of places because they explore before we're speaking about it. But you are one of the residents of Mauritius, so you'll give us better information, isn't it?
Yes, that's it. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you so much for welcoming this radio. Alhamdulillah, I travel a long way to be here with you, and I'm very happy to be with my sisters here. So, concerning the concept of the halal tourism in Mauritius, as a board member of the Ministry of Tourism, I'm working very hard to promote the destination in the halal concept. So, Muslim friendly means that we have to provide, as a Muslim, assist our brothers and sisters traveling to Mauritius. Right, and mashallah, since 2006, I have already implemented the system on my own company, and I'm getting the support of my government now to implement on the worldwide support. So I have just attended the Turkey International Halal Conference. So it was in Konya, and actually I've just been for the Halal Tourism Conference also in Abu Dhabi in November, starting November. So this concept is growing fast around the world, and people are looking for safe traveling, and especially for the basic requirement as concerned for food and transportation and other services in the hotel accommodation. Actually, in Mauritius, there's a panel of people in the tourism sector, especially the hotels, restaurants, and others who are implementing the system in Mauritius. I have already signed some contract with some big resorts, like you have the Lux Resort, you have Beachcomber, you have other resorts in Mauritius, Maradiva and Shantimori. Shantimori is that this hotel is fully pledged for the halal services, especially for Ramadan. They are trying to implement for helping Muslim travelers coming to Mauritius for Ramadan facilities. So getting the basic need of the Muslim travelers in the hotels, which is being occupied worldwide, the customers coming, and Mauritius, as you know, maybe is our main customers coming from Europe, from France, from other countries of the parts of the world, but the Middle East countries also now is growing as per our statistic. So we have to provide them all the basic facilities for transportation on a private basis, exclusivity services. We have for transportation on a private basis, exclusivity services. We have even some park, a recreational park, where we have for kids corner and mosque in the park for doing salat during salat time, and food also is being prepared as a request of the customer in the restaurant, in the hotels. And now for Mauritius, when we look for big countries, we have already implemented the halal concept. In Mauritius, it is difficult to separate beach and 2 separate pools for ladies and for gents. But still, we have our private villa, private pools, butler service, Muslim cook, where we can provide them the basic of what they need. And as far as we offer them all the assistance and facility with my government to my customers coming.
What are some of the great attractions in Mauritius?
So we just launched, it's a very good question. We just launched the Nepalese bridge for activities. We have the third longest zip line in the world in Mauritius, and since 2010 I have launched the private waterfall concept. So the private waterfall concept, anybody coming, a Muslim family, they will be alone in the waterfall. They can swim, they can have the full day, the barbecue prepared next to the pool, to the waterfalls, and they can enjoy. And a third person will never access this waterfall. So definitely, when a family, Muslim family, is coming over there, so the full day is with them, alone with the family. So it will be a family-wise concept with a kids corner, with everything. So otherwise we have many other attractions, like we have the submarine in Mauritius, we have the sea court where you can drive your own boat, speedboat, and also you can swim with dolphin, you can do like helicopter tours, and there are so many other activities which is very affordable and very interesting in Mauritius. And trekking now is another activity concept which I want to highlight, the medical tourism. We have our own clinic, the Lumarian Wellness Sanctuary, which is growing very fast in terms of the halal concept implemented with the medical services. So we have a special acupuncture services and medical services, have a special acupuncture services and medical services which our doctor who are Muslim and provide assistance for all the patients coming. At the same time, they're combining their holidays and their medical treatment also.
You're currently here with us in studio. Do you find it's important that when South Africans wish to book a holiday, to Mauritius, don't just book your ticket and come to Mauritius? It's great. Would you say it's better to do it via, a reputable company such as Legend Tours, so that they can link you with your tour guide on the other side who knows all the great destinations in Mauritius as well as restaurants?
Yeah, it is a very good question. Thanks for this question. And Legend Tours definitely, we have two aspects of making a booking. We have first an online booking. Within fraction of second we can make a booking, we can come, but this will not guarantee you any services behind it. In case any cancellation coming on last minute, you will get assistance. This is the most important. The assistance, he is doing it here with confirmation and request. We in Mauritius, we can guide him, the Legend Tours, which type of hotels, category of hotels, capacity of rooms, category of rooms, which he can book for his customer here. He know better, Legend Tours know better the requirement of the South African travelers' demand than me. So me as a partners, I will definitely guide him for Mauritius. In Mauritius, I am the one who can lead him to get the best service. So he gets his customer, and from my part, I will handle all to A to Z the ground handling services over there, so that when the customer come back, he's a happy man, they will come and thank him again and repeat us to Mauritius. My objective is not only to make them coming to Mauritius, but also from Mauritius to South Africa. So we established with airlines that two-way to South Africa. So we established with airlines that two-way traffic. So from here, I am sure 100% during my visits here, we have got the assistance of the halal-friendly concept already implemented in South Africa. And I invite you to come to Mauritius to see our implementation of the halal concept, the Muslim-friendly concept, and we can combine.
As we speak about Mauritius just after this ad break, but for your convenience, we speak about the should we say the halal or halal-friendly tours that you can take to Mauritius, as well as speaking not just about halal, but to our non-Muslim listeners tune in. That doesn't mean you're excluded. You're just as welcome to book your ticket via Legend Tours and find out all the great sites as well that's in Mauritius as well. But that right after the ad break. Stay tuned. Assalamu alaikum and a warm welcome. We're focusing on the Assalamu alaikum and a warm welcome. We're focusing on the Muslim concept here of traveling as well. Some might say it's the halal travel, and others will tell you that, we speak about halal only when we speak about food. But it's amazing how when we travel, we're looking for that something that would suit us best when we are traveling, alhamdulillah, especially when you're in a foreign country with always. You've mentioned earlier, about the various hotels and the facilities that's available, especially the private villas and facilities as well. Looking at Mauritius being an island in the Indian Ocean, how big is Mauritius? And when you speak about these hotels, are they scattered all over Mauritius, or are they just, in one particular place? Tell us more about it.
Just almost 1,863 square kilometers, not so big. 1.2 million population. Our tourist arrival is almost 1.3 million. So imagine we are submerged with our tourist arrival, and our hotels, most resorts are scattered all around Mauritius. So if you look on the map, you will see which all the seashores, main hotels are just located with the sea. So we have some few hotels business which is inside the Mauritius, but all the resorts, they know and they take into consideration about the Muslim aspect and for the non-Muslim aspect also. Mauritius is a very open country. It's like it's more Europe, right? This is an island, but with a wide open-minded sphere. And what we see, we are accommodating all nationalities coming to Mauritius. So tomorrow you can go to just as yesterday, you can go to a supermarket, you will see alcohol is being put on sale. You can go for another kind of restaurant, you will see pork is being put on served, right? But this means that you as a Muslim, you have to choose where you are going, yes, what you are looking for, what is your demand. So it's very friendly. We speak English and French, which is normal, accessible, mostly people, travelers, and we have a said language like Arabic, like Urdu, and we have a said language like Arabic, like Urdu, like Hindi, like any other said language coming to our nation. Almostly, I must say 75 to 8% Muslim people, Mauritian people speak a said language, next to the English and French basic. So it's not difficult for language barrier, and also for we accommodate and we give facilities for special food. We have the Juma Masjid, the halal board, which is already implemented a long time before, and they are playing a role that we protect the Muslim consumers. And definitely we have the certification from the halal board, and shortly we're reaching the Halal Tourism Council. And it's a board annexed with Malaysia and Turkey, main concern, and we will all the tourism sectors, restaurants and others, together with Juma Masjid, they will have to accredit with the Halal Tourism Council for providing the services.
I must say, Brother Muhammad,
Council for providing the services.
I must say, Brother Muhammad, lots of information coming from your side, and especially putting peace of mind to all the travelers that will be visiting Mauritius pretty soon, inshallah. So, Muhammad, that means that we're speaking Mauritius today. So, what's on the cards? And
we've got some very, very, very exciting packages coming soon for the listeners. Inshallah. What we do encourage our listeners to do is to visit our website. Obviously, it's called www.legendtours.co.za, or call Muhammad, not Riza, at 021-704-9140.
Muhammad, we're not in a hurry to say goodbye to you. I would love to know, when we speak about traveling, we all at Mauritius and the weather-wise, and also, for which would suit South African people best, which time of the year.
Yeah. So we have just launched the Mauritius Tourism Promotion Authority, MTPA, has just launched a 365 yearly arrival, that's destination arrival. So before we have 2 seasons in Mauritius. It's good to know we have only summer and winter. So 6 months summer, 6 months winter. So summertime now, actually we are coming to winter time. It will last up to August, mid-September. Then we come to summertime, and our peak season in Mauritius is in December, January and February mostly. And here the price of hotels to increase high, and demand is very high. So imagine we are 1.3 million tourist arrival. Now this is increasing. It's increasing. We have accessibility of airlines. So our government, what they are looking for to make Mauritius in the Indian Ocean as a hub. So this hub connecting with Asia Africa hub, which we have just launched in Singapore, and we have the Dubai hub, and also we have direct flight from Turkey, Istanbul from Turkey. We have the Turkey like a hub also. So all the connectivity coming to the Indian Ocean is connecting Mauritius and Mauritius to South Africa as a neighbors. We are 4 hours flight, where we have daily flight every day with South African Airways and Air Mauritius. So coming directly to Cape Town, to Durban and to Johannesburg is not a problem. From here also to Mauritius is not a problem. Now coming to Mauritius, whole year is accessible for all people, travelers coming to Mauritius. So whole year, people like the sea, the sun, and they like to relax on the sea. It's okay for them to come in summertime. Winter time they have full activities to do in Mauritius. It's still a tropical island. They can swim in the sea.
Sure. Mohammed, I think best it is that you get straight flights nowadays to Mauritius as well, isn't it?
Correct. Yes, and we mentioned it a few weeks ago when we spoke about direct flights and the via flights. And as Mr. Mohammed has mentioned, in the meeting as well yesterday was South African Airways. They were represented. Legend Tours has been a proud partner with South African Airways for 20 plus years. Wow. And they too are going, I think they said from the 1st of July they're doing a double daily. So there's an increase of flights to Mauritius. Encourage our listeners, even those that have been to Mauritius before, come and experience Mauritius with Legend Tours and Mr. Mohammed and his team. I'm sure we can offer something new and exciting. Sure. Mr. Mohammed is, I think, in Johannesburg tomorrow.
Tonight I'm reaching Johannesburg, and tomorrow we have our press conference, whole day workshop at the Hilton Center, and I invite my travel partners to be present over there and press also. And definitely we will have a B2B. And we will have a coverage of the halal concept, Muslim-friendly concept, about the medical tourism and the black diamond also concept of people traveling which is not coming to Mauritius.
Mohammed, what I love about Legend Tours is that everybody cannot attend these conferences because it's only for the hierarchy and for those in the industry. But coming to Voice of the Cape and sharing all this information with us absolutely free of charge, so you don't have to be puzzled when choosing your destination at all.
Sure, and I think it's important, Aisha, especially for our listeners to know that Legend Tours, we go the extra mile to meet with personalities like Mr. Mohammed and his team and other companies as well around the world to make sure that when we speak to the listeners and when we put a package forth, that it's something that is first-hand information. We do meet face-to-face with our partners to ensure, as Mr. Mohammed said, that we put across to our partners exactly what it is the South African travelers expect and want when they go to places like Mauritius.
It's amazing that we always say, technology it's vast and you can connect with anyone in the world, but I think connecting with people personally always brings about that greater friendship and family, creating family.
Afternoon after our meeting, we were sitting and we were sharing, travel jokes. Each one was sort of telling, what happened to me last week or whatever it is. And I suppose we all speak the same language when it comes to travel.
Mohammed, lastly, once again, just share that web address with our listeners and also your contact number.
Sure, yes, it's www.legendtours.co.za. Inshallah, within the next day or two, we'll be having some exciting new Mauritius packages. I'm hoping Mr. Mohammed will send me some exciting things to share with the listeners, inshallah. And then also call me, Mohammed, on 021-704-9140.
All the success, inshallah, to Mr. Mohammed Nizam Jeetoo. Thanks so much for being in studio with us this morning and all the success.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you, Mr. Muhammad, thank you for the radio listeners.
You're welcome. To all of you, assalamu alaikum and a safe trip. Assalamu alaikum to you.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
Arrive, explore, discover with Legend Tours. Relive the Islamic history of Andalusia on the plains of Spain, the soul of Morocco from the bustling souks to the rugged Atlas Mountains. Discover Istanbul with a cruise on the Bosphorus. One city, 2 continents. Relax on the beaches of Phuket, enjoying the scenic sunset. Relish the wonders of Dubai and Abu Dhabi.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and a warm welcome. As promised, this time of the week we're always speaking about Legend Travel and Tours and speaking about great destinations, as well as giving you some travel and tips to various countries, because different strokes for different folks, isn't it, listeners? So I think this is, where we find out where it is we'd love to go or who we want to be with.